So one needs to write down his knowledge. When I was 7 years old, an Iraqi student with my father, I was in Medina, my father was a student. He's from Samarra, rahmatullah alayhi. He got killed in 1980 in Iraq. He came to me, told me, your father's a lion. Your father, in class, he writes every single word down. And then I used to notice my father in the haram, in his classes outside the university, where I seen him, he would write everything down and always have an audio record every single lecture. And we still have the tapes till today. So I took it upon myself to do the same. I never ever sat before a sheikh where I did not write every single thing he said. There's some exceptional things you don't write, or that you missed, but I tried my best to write verbatim everything. And in fact, I always refer to my notes that I took from shuyukh. Writing is the trend of the Salaf. Abdullah ibn Umar said he used to write the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ until Quraysh deterred him from that. Then the Prophet ﷺ said, proceed and write. The Prophet ﷺ encouraged him to write the hadith. In Sunan al-Darimi, an Muawiyah ibn Qurra ibn Abi Iyas, he said, كان يقال من لم, look at this, من لم يكتب علمه لم يعد علمه شيئا. If you don't write knowledge, your knowledge is not considered nothing. Those who don't write knowledge, their knowledge is not considered nothing. They may have possibly meant hadith, but even if they did mean that, it still applies to this kind of study that we are doing today. Sa'id ibn Jubair used to write what he narrated, he used to write what he hears in sand. If he doesn't have nothing, write it down. And when daylight breaks down or he finds something to write it down, he goes and writes it down. And similar things about writing is narrated by Al-Mawardi, by Al-Khalil ibn Ahmad, and by Mahbud, and others. They either documented or encouraged knowledge to be documented.